Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're focused on taking complete control over your money, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're unlocking a foundational piece of your financial toolkit with Huntington Bank, and we're going to make locating your specific banking details completely effortless. Think about this for a second. Have you ever just wanted your paycheck to hit your account a little bit faster? Or maybe you've had that moment of sheer panic trying to set up an autopay right before a deadline, just to avoid a late fee. Well, the ultimate solution to eliminating these common little financial friction points actually comes down to a single string of digits. Okay, let's dive into this. A routing number is essentially a unique 9-digit code that acts like a digital address for your specific bank. Created way back in 1910 by the American Bankers Association, it's the underlying architecture that directs funds exactly where they need to go. Whether it's a domestic wire, a direct deposit from your employer, or just an automated ACH transfer, this number ensures your money doesn't get lost in the digital ether. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The keys to your cash. 2. Finding it online. 3. The mobile app method. 4. Checks and customer service. 5. State codes and wires. And 6. Summary and safe banking. Section 1. The keys to your cash. Why this 9-digit number matters. Taking just a few minutes to locate and securely store this data, it isn't just administrative busy work. It literally empowers you to move your money on your terms. In the real world, you're going to need this routing number on hand in several key scenarios. It's absolutely essential for setting up those automatic direct deposits for your salary or tax refunds. You'll definitely need it when establishing direct debits to pay your utility bills, credit cards, or your mortgage on time. And of course, it's the critical link for seamlessly transferring money between your Huntington account and external accounts at other financial institutions. Section 2. Finding it online. Navigating the Huntington desktop portal. This process is beautifully straightforward and perfect for when you're just sitting at your computer ready to manage your finances. Step 1. Visit the official Huntington Bank website and log into your online banking account. And hey, as a quick aside, always make sure you're practicing good password safety and using a secure private connection, right? Okay, step 2. Once you're in, you're going to land on what Huntington calls the hub. Simply click on the specific account you want to look at. And step 3, click on the link that says account numbers and more. A window will pop right up displaying your routing number plain as day. Section 3, the mobile app method. Banking on the go. So let's see how this intuitive flow works on your smartphone screen. First, you'll log into the Huntington mobile app using your secure credentials or biometric ID. Next, select the specific deposit account you want to check out. From there, you just tap on the Summary tab. And finally, just like on the desktop, you'll select account numbers and more. Your routing number is going to be displayed right there, typically sitting just above your account number. Now, what's really interesting here is Huntington's built-in digital safeguards. When you get to that final screen, you might notice this message saying your account number is obscured for your security. You actually have to execute an explicit tap on the Show link to unmask those digits. This isn't some annoying hurdle. It's actually Huntington actively protecting you from shoulder surfers or really anyone glancing at your phone while you're out in public. Section 4. Checks and customer service. The paper trail and phone verification. Now, for those of you who still prefer a paper trail or, maybe just happen to have a checkbook sitting in a desk drawer somewhere, you've got a physical cheat sheet right at your fingertips. If you look at the bottom of a physical Huntington check, you'll see a string of numbers printed in this special magnetic ink. This is called the MICR line. It's incredibly easy to demystify. The routing number is always the first 9 digits located on the bottom left, typically sandwiched between some special characters that kind of look like vertical lines and colons. Right after that set of 9 digits, you'll find your account number, which is usually between 8 and 12 digits long. But what if you don't have a check? Well, here is a really great insider tip if you only know your account number, but you don't have a check and can't log in right now. The 3rd and 4th digits of your Huntington account number actually represent an administrative origin code that was assigned when the account was first opened. If you look at Huntington's routing number matrix, you can map those 2 specific digits directly to your correct regional routing number. It's a fantastic little backup system built right into the math of your account. Section 5. State codes and wires. The Huntington plot twist. It turns out, routing numbers at massive regional banks are a little more complex than just having one single code for the whole country. Because of its decentralized structure and a long history of regional acquisitions, Huntington uses different routing numbers depending on the state where your account was originally opened. For example, if you opened your account in Ohio or Indiana, your routing number is likely 044000024. But if you opened it in Michigan, you're using 072000325. And in Minnesota, it's 9100019. This right here is exactly why checking your specific account online or on your app is so incredibly important. This is particularly critical if you're an older adult or a business owner whose accounts were migrated to Huntington from legacy banks like TCF Financial or Chemical Bank. You absolutely must systematically audit your payable systems, your direct deposit agreements, and your invoicing software to ensure you've purged those obsolete transit codes and replaced them with your current Huntington state-level routing number. If you don't, you run a very real risk of some frustrating processing delays. But wait, there is one massive exception to the state rule. Let's draw a really sharp contrast here. For standard domestic ACH transfers and direct deposits, yes, you use your specific state-based number. However, if you're receiving high-value domestic wire transfers, which process over the Fedwire system, you have to bypass the regional check routing numbers. For domestic wires, you always use the centralized National Huntington routing number, 04400024. And just briefly, if you happen to be doing cross-border business or receiving funds from overseas, the U.S. domestic routing system doesn't apply at all. For international incoming wires, you need to provide the sender with the Huntington SWIFT code, which is Hunt US 33, and just note that it's routed through their correspondent bank, Citibank. Section 6. Summary and Safe Banking. Wrapping up your masterclass. Before we do a final recap, I want to leave you with this verified Huntington customer service number, 1-800-480-2265. If you ever find yourself locked out of digital channels, or if you ever doubt an online source and want to protect yourself from scams, this automated and live agent phone line is absolutely your safest fallback option to verify your banking details. So the crucial point is this. You now have total clarity on how to navigate this whole process. You can find your routing number easily via the desktop hub or the mobile app summary tab. On a paper check, it's always those first 9 digits on the bottom left. Remember the golden rule of Huntington. Use your specific state code for standard ACH and direct deposits, but use that centralized 04400024 code exclusively for domestic wire transfers. Quick evergreen disclaimer for you. While this explainer aims to offer precise and up-to-date information based on our deep dive into the sources, banking procedures can and do update. Always confirm your specific routing details directly with official Huntington Bank channels for the most current practices. And that brings us to the end of our explainer. With your routing number secured, the paper trail completely demystified, and that state-specific plot twist solved, you are fully empowered. So I leave you with this question. What is the very first financial goal you're going to automate today? Go set up that deposit, schedule that transfer, and make your money work for you.